Good morning. At least I hope it's morning. It's supposed to be morning right now. Well, if it's morning where you're at, I hope you're having a good one. If it's the evening, pretty much the same. Hope you had a pretty good day. And if it's the afternoon, how's your day going so far? Again, that's all relative. So welcome to the channel. My name's Brian, as you can see right there. And I'm a poet. And on this channel, we do poetry. And coffee. Because it's too early in the morning. And I've been up too long. So, yeah, definitely. I've been up too long. Oh, hey, Afila. Hope you've hit the like button. You know, I'm supposed to say this stuff. Because they're going to catch up here. It's under fair use. I haven't even explained what we do here, but please like and subscribe. I take old poetry and I turn it into music, and I think it's pretty cool, and I like to share it with people. So that's what we do here. I hope you enjoy it, because usually I have a spiel, but it's a Friday, and I'm just gonna play my show. You know, I usually cut off the coffee by noon. You know. How is it going this morning, my friend? By the way, that picture of that pizza I sent you, that slice of pizza was delicious. Thank you. All right, so let's play the show, because I got a new show. I usually do a redo and review on Friday, but this week was a busy week with life stuff. And then yesterday when I woke up, it was just like I was still recovering from the day before, so that's why I did not come on yesterday. But hey, today is a new. You know what they say about a new day? They say a lot. Good morning, Kathy. How is it going? Yes, it's the weekend. Yes, it was outstanding pizza. I knew you'd appreciate it. All right, let's see here. What are we going to do today? We are going to share this screen at the moment. Share the window here. Window. Okay, these are the ones we're doing. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you for stopping by. Because we're going to, I've turned these particular ones into poems. Not poems. I've turned these particular poems into songs. Yeah, like I said. All right. So today's show is 5 poetesses and 1 Indian dude who I thought at the beginning was a poetess. But hey, that shows you how much I researched this stuff before I do it. So we got our very first one, Perhaps to RAL, whoever RAL is, by Vera Britton. She's a new one. Good morning, Cricket. Thanks for stopping by. Good morning, Jennifer. All right. Our second poem is because you can see the small picture. So this guy here, Kalidasa, from India, an ancient Indian guy, like from the 400s or so. Supposedly he died on the year 420. So, Then we get back to the lady poets. A new one, Amelia Opie. Yes, Marianne, I freely grant. This about unrequited love. Just what a lot of poetry is about. Then, again, a sort of theme, Love Is Not All. A returning favorite of mine and yours, I hope. Edna St. Vincent Millay. Mm-hmm. Then we've got a new one. We might have had her this one on the show before. Catherine Mansfield. It's all relative, anyways. They're all cool. At least it's mostly cool. Little Boy's Dream. And finally, a returning favorite, Elizabeth Bishop. let's face it, they're all favorites, whether we've not heard them before or not. I am in need of music. I am in need of music, which is what we are, in need of music for the day, and that's what we're doing. Stop screening. Let's go here again, Jennifer. Did I say Jennifer? Good morning, Jennifer. And good morning, Cricket. Nice for you to drop by and stuff. So, let me get this here. Y'all can click on it to read along. And remember, all poetry does an okay analysis of the poem after the text. This poem explores the enduring grief of loss. So this one's about loss. So we got here. Do that there. Since there's enough people in the chat, there's enough chatter going around. Let it all catch up. All right. That folder here, that folder there, this folder here. All right, perhaps version 1.
Perhaps someday the sun will shine again, and I shall see that still the skies are blue, and feel once more I do not live in vain, although bereft of you. Perhaps the golden meadows at my feet will make the sunny hours of spring seem gay, and I shall find the white May blossom sweet, though you have passed away. Perhaps the summer woods will shimmer bright, and crimson roses once again be fair, and autumn harvest fields a rich delight, although you are not there. Perhaps someday I shall not shrink in pain to see the passing of the dying year, and listen to Christmas songs again, although you cannot hear. But though kind time may many joys renew, there is one greatest joy I shall not know again, because my heart full of you was broken long ago.
Just hold on 1 minute. Okay, I'm having doggy issues, which y'all always know I have doggy issues. Phil needs to go pee-pee. I'm glad y'all, that was lovely. This way to start the morning. All right, so you guys tell me what number 2 is like, because all right, It's almost 4 minutes long. So yeah, here. Let me know what it's like. I gotta take a dog out.
Perhaps someday the sun will shine again, and I shall see that still the skies are blue, and feel once more I do not live in vain, although bereft of you. Perhaps the golden meadows at my feet will make the sunny hours of spring seem gay, and I shall find the white May blossom sweet, though you have passed away. Perhaps the summer woods will shimmer bright, and crimson roses once again be fair, and autumn harvest fields a rich delight, although you are not there. Perhaps the summer woods will shimmer bright, and crimson roses once again be fair, and autumn harvest fields a rich delight, although you are not there. Perhaps someday I shall not shrink in pain to see the passing of the dying year, and listen to Christmas songs again, although you cannot hear. But though kind time may many joys renew, there is one greatest joy I shall not know again, because my heart for loss of you was broken long ago.
Wow. Y'all like number 2. I like number 1 better, but hey. So far the majority has spoken. Man, number two was cool, but Oh, and another thing you'll notice about I went back to the avant-garde criteria just to see. And you know how Suno now you can select male or female vocals because you're all female, mostly female writers. I selected female vocals on all of them. So if it doesn't do it, then Suno was like, no, sorry, we're going to do it this way. Then what can you do? All right, so the majority has spoken, at least the majority that has voted. Cool. Number 2. You'll probably hear that again next Friday. All right, we are at Look to This Day by Kalidasa. Kalidasa. This guy.
and realities of your existence. The bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of achievement are but experiences of time. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. And today well lived makes yesterday a dream of happiness. And every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well therefore to this day, such is the salutation to the ever new dawn. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence. The bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of achievement are but experiences of time. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. And today well lived makes yesterday a dream of happiness. And every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well therefore to this day, such is the salutation to the ever new dawn.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. What I heard of it, because I got another dog giving me business, which hopefully they're out there doing their business and not freaking playing in the road. It's George, the little one. All right. Here's this. I'm going to go check on my dog.
Look to the sky, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence. The bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of achievement are but experiences of time. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. And today well lived makes yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well therefore is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. And today well lived makes yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well therefore to this day, such is the salutation to the ever new dawn.
So what did y'all think of those, since I didn't really get to listen to them? All right, pizza has spoken. 1. All right. Yeah. And hey, stranger, drive careful. Listen to your heart's content, because we want you to get to your destination, of course. Well, thanks for stopping by again. Oh, how's it going? Good afternoon, Jojo. That reminds me, I had my banana this morning. Yeah, I went to the grocery store yesterday and got bananas. All right, so number 1 on that one. Yeah, all right, yes. Number 1. All right, we've got our third selection. This is Yes, Mary Ann by Amelia Opie. Version 1.
Yes, Marianne, I freely grant the charms of Henry's eyes I see, but while I gaze, I something want. I want those eyes to gaze on me, and I allow in Henry's heart not envy, self a fault can see, yet still I must one wish impart. I wish that heart to sigh for me. And I allow in Henry's heart not envy, self a fault can see, yet still I must one wish impart. I wish that heart to sigh for me. Oh,
That was pretty cool. I'm hearing Ariana Grande type vocals there, and she's a good singer, besides the fact that she acts like an airhead, which I don't think she is. But Makes out for missing out on digestives the other night. Tiramisu inspired Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh boy, I'm gaining like 5 pounds just reading that statement. Yeah, number one was cool. All right. Yes, indeed. Let's see what number two has in store for us. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's do this right here.
Yes, Marianne, I freely grant the charms of Henry's eyes I see. But while I gaze, I something want. I want those eyes to gaze on me, and I allow in Henry's heart not envy self a fault can see, yet still I must one wish impart. I wish that heart to sigh for me. And I allow in Henry's heart not envy self a fault can see, yet still I must one wish impart. I wish that heart to sigh for me. And I allow in Henry's heart not envy self a fault can see, yet still I must one wish impart. I wish that heart to sigh for me.
All right. A vote of number two. I was also thinking maybe bluegrassing it up. I like number one better though, but number two, hey, the majority has spoken. Okie dokie. We have a Krispy Kreme here. Well, it's close, but I like going to the best way to get Krispy Kreme is just right there. Get them right after they make them. Yeah, because fresh, hot. I usually go to these mom and pop places that are around here, that all happen to be. I guess it's the same family or Oriental people, whatever. That's they get in, and I always get the same thing: jalapeno kolache, a glazed donut and a chocolate milk. And one of the women who runs one of them, she sees me and goes, "Yeah, definitely tried out bluegrass." She sees me and goes, "Your usual?" Yeah. Yeah, they know me there. All right. Talk about us creatures of habit. So, wow, there are 10 people in here. Wow, that's a large audience for me. I hope y'all are liking it. Well, hopefully, justice will be served. All right. So, what do you think? What did y'all think of the first? Yeah, they're addictive. I can eat like a half a dozen of them right off the line, and then my teeth hurt and I'm feeling icky later on. All right, so everything we do here is in the public domain and all that stuff. And please like and subscribe, and stuff. And we're at 453 again. We had gotten the other day to 454 for like maybe less than 24 hours. So we've hit, I think we've hit our all-time high of 454 3 times. Will we break the 6-time record of 411 subscribers? Or will we get to that mysterious and seemingly unattainable goal of 500? Honestly, I'd rather have more people watching, at one time. Like a bagel. Okay, I had... All right, let's go back here. I forgot that's where you work. Fair enough. By the way, I don't care for Krispy Kreme. It's just a flavor I want. Okay, cool. But hey, started a good conversation. Terminated in May due to being unable to work now. But that's enough of my woes. Yes, we all have our woes, and sending good vibes. And hey, we are here for each other's woes. Because who else is going to be here for our woes? You had a bagel place. Knew your order when I walked in the door. And the only thing I miss about that's the only thing you miss about your it's like we are creatures of habit, routine. We like it, even though I like variety within my routine. That's one of the reasons I like doing this show, because you never know what we're going to get. The virtual box of chocolates and all that stuff. The donuts are yummy. Mm-hmm. Yes, donuts are yummy. And I got the punch to prove it. All right. This is our fourth one for the day. Edna St. Vincent Millay's Love Is Not All. Seemed to be kind of a theme today.
Love is not all. It is not meat nor drink, nor slumber nor a roof against the rain, nor yet a floating spar to mend that sink and rise and sink and rise and sink again. Love cannot fill the thickened lung with breath, nor clean the blood, nor set the fractured bone. Yet many a man is making friends with death, even as I speak, for lack of love alone. It well may be that in a difficult hour, pinned down by pain and moaning for release, or nagged by want past resolution's power, I might be driven to sell your love for peace, or trade the memory of this night for food. It well may be
4-minute one. And that was the first version of that. All right, here. Hey, Mandy. Hey, how's it going? The Catsby. How's it going, Mandy? Nice for you to drop by. Yes, it is 5 a.m. You are a West Coaster, along with this guy here. And this wonderful lady here. You know, I like it when y'all stop by. Don't worry about it. A feeling, you know, a topic is a topic, and donuts is a good topic. Oh, I was pissed that they did not have. I went shopping yesterday, and I can get a big thing of bagels. I like the blueberry, pretty cheap relatively cheap for these days at the store I go to called $10, and they didn't have any. Really made me mad. And then yes, Dunkin' Donuts. It's a good substitute for Krispy Kreme. I don't think we've gotten to number 2 yet on this one. All right. Yeah, sometimes it's best to get the work done early. All right, diet, not duet. Let's see here. I think that was the... Yep, that was the first version. Let's go with the second one. See what it's like.
Love is not all, it is not meat nor drink, nor slumber nor a roof against the rain, nor yet a floating spar to men that sink and rise and sink and rise and sink again. Love cannot fill the thickened lung with breath, nor clean the blood, nor set the fractured bone. Yet many a man is making friends with death, even as I speak, for lack of love alone. It well may be that in a difficult hour, pinned down by pain and mourning for release, or nagged by one past resolution's power, I might be driven to sell your love for peace, or trade the memory of this night for food. It well may be I do not think I would. It well may be that in a difficult hour, pinned down by pain and moaning for release, or nagged by one past resolution's power, I might be driven to sell your love for peace. I might be driven to sell your love for peace.
All right. Yes. So far, so good. I hope you're having a good day and you're enjoying what you're hearing, because we're all hearing it at the same time as you are. I thought that second one was good, but it needs to be bluegrassed up a little, I think. Milestones in one's life. Yeah, actually, I don't remember first grade. I remember kindergarten. I remember some of second grade, but of course, first grade and second grade were spent in the same room. Yeah, we did the little combined classrooms for us when we were in elementary. Kindergartners got their own classroom, their own teacher. First and second graders, same teacher. Third and fourth, fifth and sixth. Yeah, at least here. When I was out in North Carolina for fourth, fifth, and sixth grade years, I had individual teacher. It was an individual class, but yeah, she'll do good. Yes, I was really surprised that they're starting school earlier than we used to. So, but of course, they get more time off during the year than we did, and they complain about it. All right, it's Friday. Hopefully, it's a productive one. Yep, number 2. All right, cool. All right. We've got our 5th one here. Green, number 2. Our 5th one, Catherine Mansfield. Catherine Mansfield with A Little Boy's Dream. Let me pull it up here. Oh, this is another 4-minuter, so yeah.
To and fro, to and fro, in my little boat I go, sailing far
Sophia, how is it going? Nice of you to join us. How's your afternoon? It's afternoon there where you're at. It's very lovely. That was cool. Although I'm thinking about Sabbathing that one up. I wonder how that one would sound. Tell your daughter we said hi. How's her job going? Yeah. Okay, you're talking about the hours. All right. I don't know if I could do the keto diet. My biggest issue is I don't eat enough veg. Because I live out in the middle of nowhere, so it's really hard to get it, even though I could grow it. But thankfully, there are some honor system markets that have popped up where I could get fresh tomatoes and other stuff, But also cooking, it's hot, and the only place I have air conditioning or anything is in my bedroom. So it's like not cooking. So I eat a lot of sandwiches, which is a lot of bread. Now, the sugar, I used to drink a lot of it. The only time I really drink sugar is in my coffee and stuff. So, yes, eating habits. I need to lose so that's part of it is my diet. Others, my activity level. I got access to a gym. I just need to get off my ass and go to the treadmill 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week. And that's one of my plans for the fall, because I can do my classes, go to the gym, and then go to dinner. The way things are, I'll tell y'all all about it if I end up doing it. Yeah, I don't like that word diet. It's called food. And cold food, yeah. I'm also lazy. No. When I cook, I like to cook for more than one person. So it's like make these big things like a big spaghetti or something like that I can eat on. All right, yeah, that was the second version of that one, wasn't it? I believe so. No, that was the first version. That was the 4-minute version. Get your head out your butt, Brian. All right, here we go.
To and fro, in my little boat I go, sailing far across the sea, all alone, just little me. And the sea is big and strong, and the journey very long. To and fro, in my little boat I go. Sea and sky, quietly on the deck I lie, having just a and the fishes in the sea, but they swim away from me. Far away from my home and from my play. Then he cried, "Oh, mother dear," and he woke and sat upright. They were in the rocking chair, mother's arms around him tight. Then he cried, "Oh, mother dear," and he woke and sat upright. They were in the rocking chair, mother's arms around him tight.
All right. Now you're talking about food. I got the schnitzel. It always reminds me of this fast food place called Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel. Schnitzel. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying. The Wiener place. And the only place I've ever seen it was when I was in New Mexico. When I was stationed in White Sands near Las Cruces, they had one there. And yes, it's basically a very good, very bad for you hot dog place. Oh, good morning, sir. How are you doing here? Where are you? Matrix, how are you doing, sir? And you said tired. I can understand they're really tired. Well, I hope things are going better for you than they were the last time you were able to join us. Oh, yeah, you're talking about this vegan ice cream. Maybe do a video on it. By the way, I liked your video the other day of the ocean. I miss the ocean so much. Yes, you'd think someone being in the Navy wouldn't be stationed out in the desert. But yeah, that's where we did a lot of testing and everything, and also going there killed my career because my OIC was an asshole. Well, sending good vibes, my friend. Sending good vibes. All right. So it's number one on that one. Number one. Maybe Sabbathing it up. I don't know. I'll go back to that one. Oh, yeah. Very good. Very bad for you. See, that's another reason why I'm fat, because I like the very good, very bad for you food. Yeah, I need to lose about 30 pounds. Yeah, and I'll be okay. I was like 250 at my last checkup, and I like to be, I look good at 220 because I'm a big guy to begin with. I guess I look good. I was told, I don't know. If I ever get off my ass and get there, I'll post pictures and you can freaking tell me. All right. We are on our last track, but don't worry, we're not done because we got plenty else to play to continue on the Friday. So, this is our next one. Elizabeth Bishop, the returning favorite. I am in need of music. All right, let me figure out what the hell I'm doing. Wrong one. All right. Version 1. Here we go.
Music that would flow over my fretful with a melody deep, clear, and liquid slow. Oh, for the healing, swaying, old and low, of some song sung to rest the tired dead, a song to fall like water on my head, and over quivering limbs, dream flushed to glow. There is a magic made by melody, a spell of rest and quiet breath and cool heart that sinks through fading colors deep to the subaceous stillness of the sea, and floats forever in a moon green pool, held in the arms of rhythm and of sleep. There is a magic made by melody, a spell of rest and quiet breath and cool heart that sees through fading colors deep to the subaceous stillness of the sea, and floats forever in a moon green pool, held in the arms of rhythm and of sleep.
It's always too early for me, and I'm always up early because of reasons, yes, she's an early bird now because she listens to me. So happy Lionsgate 8-8. Oh yes, it's the 18th. It's the 8-8. Don't have too much fun, and be safe, man. Cool. uh, have a good one. Okay. I think we're on our last track for the day. Yeah. Here. Let's play this one.
I am in need of music that would flow over my fretful feeling fingertips, over my bitter tainted trembling lips, with melody deep, clear, and liquid slow. Oh, for the healing swaying, old and low, of some song sung to rest the tired dead, a song to fall like water on my head, and over quivering limbs, dream flushed to glow. There is a magic made by melody, a spell of rest and quiet breath and cool heart that sinks through fading colors deep to the subaceous stillness of the sea, and floats forever in a moon green pool, held in the arms of rhythm and of sleep. Made by melody, a spell of rest and quiet breath and cool heart that sinks through fading colors deep to the sebaceous stillness of the sea, and floats forever in a moon green pool, held in the arms of rhythm and of sleep.
All right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but since you have here Lionsgate 8-8, today is the 8th month of the 8th day of the 8th month of the year. It's a spiritual day when the sun is in Leo, the lion, and Sirius aligns with the earth and the sun. Number 2. I was thinking surf rocking, dancing it up, kind of like Rondell. Much better because it's not about that. Oh Lord, when I now in the day I listened to Stryper, okay, because I was a kid and I liked hair metal, and they had some cool songs. But yes. All right, so is it the fact that it's the 8th day of the 8th month? Because, we're in Leo until the 20th. All right. So what do y'all think? Learn something new every day. That's part of life. All right, I'm going to play a few more. Let's play a little something more upbeat than what we've been dealing with here. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to revisit some of those. But here's an old, well, no. Ha! Here we go.
Fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. Keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see.
Good morning, my fellow Archie. At least it ain't as hot as it has been. Still sucks, but okay, good. Waking you up now? Good, because, today's show. All right, give the puppers an eye scratch. Or not eye scratch, an ear scratch, not an eye scratch. That would be abuse. Give the puppers an ear scratch for us. All right, let's play a couple more. Yes, it is. That's the thing that sucks about the heat around here. It is very humid. All right, let's see here. Here's another rocker.
Do not suddenly break the branch or hope to find the white heart over the white world. Glance aside, not for lamps, do not spell old enchantments. Let them sleep. But not too deep. Lift your eyes where the roads dip and where the roads rise. Seek only there where the gray light meets the green air. The hermit's chapel, the pilgrim's prayer. I met the bishop on the road, and much said he and I. Those breasts are flat and falling now. Those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul sty. Fair and foul are near of kin, and fair needs foul, I cried. My friends are gone, but that's the truth. No grave, no bed denied. Learned in bodily lowliness and in the heart's pride. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love is pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold that has not been rent. his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold or whole that has not been
Yeah, the faster pace. I got all kinds in the genres that I do. Fast-paced ones, slow ones, ones that lift you up, ones that make you low. It's infinite variety, and the show though is kind of that kind of leads us to where we need to go. We do the show, figure out which ones are cool, if we got to redo them or whatever, and then you end up sometimes dancing to the coffee pot. Because, we got cool shit like this here. Ooh, you want to dance? Let's do some dancing. Specifically in the dance folder. Let me go here. Oh, yeah. Roundel. Syracuse Dell.
If he could know my songs are all for him, at silver dawn or in the evening glow, would he not smile and think it but a whim if he could know? Or would his heart rejoice and overflow as happy brooks that break their icy rim when April's horns along the hillsides blow? I may not speak till Eros' torch is dim. The god is bitter and will have it so. And yet tonight our fate would seem less grim if he could know. Or would his heart rejoice and overflow as happy brooks that break their icy rim when April's horns along the hillsides blow? I may not speak till Eros' torch is dim. The god is bitter and will have it so. And yet tonight our fate would seem less grim if he could know.
We're not done yet.
Here lies a lady of beauty and high degree of chills and fever. She died of fever and chill. The delight of her husband, her aunts, an infant of 3, and of medicals marveling sweetly on her age. After 6 little spaces of chill and 6 of burning.
That one always reminds me of a group called the Squirrel Nut Zippers, but here's this one.
Red birds, long and long ago. What a honey call you had in hills I used to know. Red bud, buckberry, wild plum tree, and proud river sweeping southward to the sea. Brown and gold in the sun, sparkling far below, trailing stately round her bluffs where the poplars grow. Red birds, are you singing still as you sang one May Day on Saxton's Hill? Red birds, long and long ago. What a honey call you had in hills I used to know. Red bud, buckberry, wild plum tree, and proud river sweeping southward to the sea. Brown and gold in the sun, sparkling far below, trailing stately round her bluffs where the poplars grow. Red birds, are you singing still as you sang one May Day on Saxton's Hill?
I guess the audience liked it. Good evening, kiddo. How's it going? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, you're here at the tail end of the show. I did just a regular show today. Just go back and listen to it if you want to, or watch it. It's good. Lots of potential, couple standouts, so like usual, that's how we do it here. So next Friday will be most likely a regular review and redo, because hopefully life won't get too much in the way like it did this week. Oh boy. All right, let's play a couple more. Let's play this one, because this is one of the more stranger ones. I think I haven't listened to it in a while, or we haven't listened to it in a while. I found it a minute ago. Bear with me. Jazz Fantasia.
Drum on your drums, batter on your banjos. Sob on the long, cool, winding saxophone. Go to it, oh jazzman.
Sling your knuckles on the bottoms of the happy chimpanzee. Please let your trombones ooze and go hush-a. Hush-a, hush with the slippery sandpaper.
Moan like an autumn wind high in the lonesome treetops. Moan soft like you wanted somebody terrible. Cry like a racing car slipping away from a motorcycle cop. Bang, bang.
Jazzmen bang all together drums.
Traps, banjos, horns, tin cans make two people fight on the top of a stairway and scratch each other's eyes in a clinch, tumbling down the stairs. Can the rough stuff now a Mississippi steamboat pushes up the night river with a hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Lanterns calling to the high soft stars. A red moon rides on the humps of the low river hills. Go to it, oh jazzman.
I love that one. That one's so whimsical.
She suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple pie. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The sculler me, you worn out on poor pay. Our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books.
Yeah, not to mention it can get in felony territory. And you know what they say? It's all fun and games until felonies are committed. Exactly. Well, you guys are slightly more progressive over there when it comes to certain things than we are here. Thank you to our pure tyrannical past. That streak of quantum singularity up the sphincter syndrome that a large part of American culture has, which is easily exploitable, but we're not going to get there. We're not going to go there. We're going to go here. All right. I'm starting to get hungry, so yeah. Remember, everything we do here, my friends, is under public domain and stuff. More importantly, have an awesome day. I hope the guy down at the store still has some biscuits left because I haven't had breakfast yet because he didn't have them ready when I went down there for coffee. Let's play us out with something, to drive to, since it's probably on your way to work or wherever you might be right now. I hope you guys are having a good day. Because, we had a slightly sedate show. Some were cool enough, but we got a lot of things to build upon. And I hope I made up for that with some, blood pumpers or getting the old Constitution going for this Friday morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you might be. Because here we are, the unbeliever Elizabeth Bishop, to ride us out. Or drive.
His eyes fast closed. The sails fall away below him like the sheets of his bed, leaving out in the air of the night the sleeper's head. Asleep he was transported there, asleep he curled. Of his reflection, a gull had wings under his and remarked that the air was like marble. He said, up here I tower through the sky, for the marble wings on my tower top fly. His eyes closed tight. The gull inquired into his dream, which was, I must not fall. The spangled sea below wants me to fall. It is hard as diamonds, it wants to destroy us
I don't know about you, but that one makes me want to play very bad air guitar. Yes, pure tyrannical nonsense sucks. People just need to get a life and get over themselves. Yeah, refer to the other conversation. You can only take off so many clothes. All right, TTFN, my friends. Y'all have a good one. I know I'll see y'all out there in the chats and stuff. You have a good day. You have a good evening too. Sleep well, all that stuff. Hopefully, Mandy, if you're still here, get some rest. I'm probably going to go get my breakfast and I'll probably take a nap too. Even. Oh no. Xenu Marlene, if you got it, see y'all. I'm going to do another one this weekend. I'll probably, but Monday for the regular show, and I'll just throw something together this weekend because guess what? We got plenty to choose from. See y'all around. Bye.